Hello, everybody. Welcome to SoulSpace podcast number 143.
Welcome.
Yeah,
It's going to be a great day.
it is. Spring into your potential. We don't have spring, but
We do have potential.
Yeah, we do have potential. It is back to winter this week.
South Dakota,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to warm up.
Yes.
And hopefully our 12 inches of snow will go away.
Yes, we did get 12 inches of snow a day ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that. But that's why we live in this wonderful state, right?
You know what? If we don't get surprises every now and then, how are we supposed to learn and grow? Right?
That's right. Yeah.
It's either a mountain or a molehill, and it was just a molehill.
It's always an adventure.
It is. Life is an adventure.
Spring really is an adventure.
It really is. If you live in the north, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Weather is so important here, and we talk about it a lot because it's our life. If you don't know what the weather's going to be, you don't know if you're going to get to work tomorrow.
Right.
It's important.
Yeah, it is important, and it's been a bugger.
It has.
But, it can't last much longer.
No. It's almost over.
Yeah.
Spring will arrive and we'll have, we're already getting birds back.
The robins are here.
Oh, yeah, the robins.
The ducks are here.
The robins. You guys want to hear a fun story? We don't do a lot of personal stories, but here's a personal story. Okay, so every single year, and I've never had this anywhere else. I lived in Minnesota, North Dakota my whole life. Nowhere else have I seen this. So I have crabapple trees, right?
Yeah.
In my yard. And so crab apples are tiny little hard apples that you can make jelly out of, basically, is like it. And so I just leave the crab apples on my tree after they bloom and everything, and the birds will eat them throughout the summer, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's still a ton hanging on them in the winter.
Yeah.
And so over winter, they kind of get old and they ferment. This is important. So every year in the spring, when the robins come back, they eat the fermented fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And they get wasty pants.
Drunk. Yeah.
Yes, they get drunk. They get wasty pants. So funny story. The other day, it was like a week ago, I think, a week and a half ago. I came out my front door and there were two birds in my yard. And I was like, what are they doing? And they were just on the ground and they were kind of fighting each other a little bit. I was like, what's happening? And they walked out to my car and they didn't go anywhere. They were just probably, 10 feet or less away from me. And I'm walking to my car, crunchy, crunch, crunch, crunch. And they didn't go away. And they were just kind of ignoring me. What is happening? I open my car door, I slam the car door, and they kind of move a foot away. And I was like, what is wrong with these birds?
They're drunk.
They were drunk fighting in my yard. Just 10 feet away from me and ignoring me like I didn't even exist. This giant human that's making a ton of noise.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So that is spring in North Dakota.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to our world. Did you know that there were drunk robins that can drunk fight in your yard? I didn't. That was a new one for me. I knew that they get wasted every year when they come back and eat the crab apples, but I've never seen that. It is bizarre.
We've had drunk cardinals try over and over and over and over to get in our window. They hit the window because they're sitting on the crabapple tree.
Yeah.
They're drunk. Yeah. So it's funny.
Little did you know that both birds and elephants like to get wasted pants. Nature.
Yeah, it's fun. It is fun.
So anyway, we were going to get back to potential, but that just came up because it's spring in North Dakota, and you never know what's going to happen.
And it's fun, yeah.
It is an adventure.
Story. Yeah. Yeah. So today we're talking about potential and reclaiming your power.
Yes.
Sometimes the weather has a lot to do with our moods, and we kind of let our power drain, like when it's been crappy weather, or it's been such a long winter. Always we have a long winter, but it wears on you after a while. Excuse me. And so we're going to reclaim our power today. It's a good topic for today, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Reclaiming our power, getting ready to continue to spring towards our potential and what's possible for us in our lives.
Yeah, yeah. And it just feels like a fun month and a month of moving forward and really things are happening behind the scenes, it feels like. So
transition into new.
yeah, yeah.
And, of course, we always want that to be in the highest and best way possible.
Right.
So,
yeah. And spring is always, always good.
yes.
Drink wine. So,
All right. So we're going to do something fun again today. So last week we did an excerpt from one of Mike Dooley's books, which is Infinite Possibilities. This week we have a new one that I haven't even read yet. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
It's a newer book.
So this
I
is,
can't remember when it came.
yeah, one of Mike Dooley's newer books. It's called The Great Awakening.
And there's a few different people that have added their stuff into
contributed.
the book. Yeah, contributed. That's the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
That have put their own stories into this book. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. And what's fun is the first section we're going to do is called Reclaiming Your Power. I love it. All right, so we are on page 33. If by some happy accident you have this book.
Yeah.
Well,
and hopefully you do.
Hopefully you do.
mean,
I have, like I said, I haven't read this one. This one is a new one for me, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
Reclaiming your power. First, let us differentiate between true power and false power. Unlike what we've just shared, false power.
Oh, no.
Oh, are we in the wrong spot?
Yeah, that's the part we weren't going to read.
Oh.
This part.
Sorry. I started going to the wrong section. Okay, page 32. Tapping into your true power. My bad, but we are reclaiming our power. Here we go. The word power is a little bit of a dirty word in some spiritual circles. Many of you were brought up with the Christian concept of the meek inheriting the earth. Keep in mind, however, that the Bible has been translated through many different languages, and its original meanings are sometimes lost or clouded. Meek, at the time it was used in the Bible, meant humble. Humble means being willing to learn as a child would learn, with childlike wonder and curiosity. It does not mean being subservient. It does not mean being a doormat that other souls will trample over, forcing their will upon you. This has been a major misunderstanding, resulting in a lot of souls who feel guilty if they even think about being powerful. There is not a problem, however, with true power. Consider, true power comes from God, and the kingdom of God lies within you. You are all powerful, creative, spiritual beings, which bears repeating as a mantra said in first person. I am a powerful, creative, spiritual being.
I like that. And where we say God, insert your whatever word you use.
For the higher power.
Yeah, the higher power, creator, whatever.
Higher power, creator of all that is.
Yeah.
The source of all that is, the universe.
Yeah.
The universal power, whatever word that you like to use there.
Yeah, it's all good.
That is an accurate statement, as true as any words can possibly be, since your true identity is beyond all words. Words are just descriptions. They point at the truth. They are not the actual truth. The word tree is not the actual thing being described. When we say tree, you form an image in your mind of what a tree looks like, with branches and roots and leaves and so on. But the word tree is obviously not the tree. So the word truth is not the truth. It is a word that points you to the truth. In this case, the truth is you are infinitely powerful. Now you may say, well, I don't feel infinitely powerful. I've got problems in my marriage or problems with my business and finance or problems with my health or some other problem, and I don't feel very powerful right now. That doesn't mean you're not powerful. It means you're experiencing your power in a way that seems to be disempowering. Why is that? Because some part of you believes you are powerless or that you have very limited power. What most don't realize is that your beliefs are so powerful, you can experience feeling powerless simply because you believe you are powerless, which actually proves that you are powerful. So powerful that you can imagine yourself to be unlike your creator, even though you were created in the image and likeness of your creator. Take a moment to just breathe deeply, taking in what we just said. Next, we're going to give you a simple process for reclaiming, remembering, and standing in your power. I think that this section is incredibly important when we're thinking about taking back our power and realizing that we are powerful beings. You are so powerful that you can believe into being whatever it is that you want to create.
Yeah. And that is the biggest thing that most people forget, is that we are creating our reality as we go. We really, really are. And if we can figure that out and do it as we go, we can have anything we want.
Right.
We can create the life that you really want.
Right. And what you believe matters, because what you believe becomes your truth, becomes your experience in the outside world.
Yeah.
And so are your beliefs serving you in what you want? Because your desires are there for a reason. Or are your beliefs not serving what you want? And that's where the tools that we teach you come into handy.
Yeah.
Is, does this belief serve me and where I want to go with my life or not? Because sometimes beliefs are ones that were given to us.
Right.
And one of those is that you're not powerful. That is something that you were taught over time, not what you came into this world believing.
Yeah.
Children come into this world believing that they're all powerful and they can create and do and be and have whatever it is that they want. And they get what they need and what they want to survive easily. Yeah. You know, and that's the difference between you and a child. They haven't been taught that they aren't powerful. They know that they are.
And the biggest gift you can give a child as a parent is to foster that belief in them and to let them know that they can be, do, or have anything they want to do. They don't have to hold back. They don't have to think about, oh, somebody said I shouldn't do that, or somebody said that I can't do that, or, you know, you are powerful. You are able to do whatever you want to do. All you got to do is believe.
Right. And like beliefs create a reality. And so, like I said, if there's something that's not serving you,
step into that motion of doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Move forward. Don't just stay there and go, well, I believe I'm not powerful, so I guess I'm stuck there. No.
Right.
You are never stuck anywhere unless you believe that you are.
Yeah.
And that can change. You can change that. You don't have to stay there. What's the point of that?
Yeah.
That's not fun. We're not enjoying that.
Yeah.
Nobody enjoys the feeling of powerlessness. That's on the bottom, like rock bottom of the emotional scale.
Yeah.
Like, no, do you want to sit there forever? No.
No. No.
Nobody does. That's lame. That's not living. So let's move forward from that.
Yeah.
So, okay. So then we're going to move to that part.
Yeah. So remembering your power. Let's go through some steps you can take to manifest your God-given divine power on this earth. The very first thing you must do is to let go of the core negative belief that you are powerless. Perhaps you think that you're just one little human in a vast sea of humanity, unheard by your government, church, or medical community, or you think that you have just one vote, if that, in a broken political system, in some power elites chess game. We invite you right now to let go of this core belief that you are powerless. We already explained it's not so. Your life has already proven it's not. You are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. Your spiritual nature is also easy to prove using mainstream physics. If you recall, a light spectrum and the sound spectrum make up narrow little bands. Lights exist between infrared and ultraviolet, and audio exists between ultra low frequency and high frequency sounds. All your physical experience of sight and sound exists in these tiny little narrow bands, while the spiritual universe, by any definition, is far vaster than what your physical senses perceive. And this goes down a little rabbit hole, but we love the
This
metaphysics.
is one of my favorite rabbit holes. So,
So get ready. You vibrate in the infrared and ultraviolet spectrum, but you also vibrate in many, many levels and dimensions besides these narrow little physical bands. You are spiritual. Every momentum of every day that you are creating, your existence expands far beyond simply detecting light and audio. And your power to create is exactly what this workshop is about. The creative adventure of who you are and the awakening adventure of who you are. By awakening, we mean becoming aware of who you really are right now. Enlightenment is not somewhere in the future after you say enough mantras to do or do enough meditations to go to enough gurus or sit in enough ashrams. Enlightenment is now. Now is the only place enlightenment can possibly exist. You are therefore enlightened right now, just as you are powerful right now. Just as most of you are aware of your power in this very moment, so are you unaware of your enlightenment. Neither are something to attain, but merely to realize. You need to realize the nature of your true self as a child of God, unlimited, creative, and powerful. You only need to realize these characteristics of yourself, and that's why self-realization is the most accurate term for enlightenment. You are now on a path of self-realization. You are finally discovering the truth of who you really are as a powerful, creative, spiritual being. This is an accurate statement of who and where you are, using words that are our best approximations. You are here to realize your true self, as opposed to only knowing yourself as your ego. Ego is the false self that believes in false power. The ego believes in separation from God, and it identifies with your physical body, mind, and personality. Your ego thinks these make up who you are, which is why it's full of fear. It knows the body is easily assailed with weapons or natural disasters, being too hot, too cold, or whatever. By identifying with a physical form, you feel powerless and helpless. Oh my God, what if Russia turns off the gas and we all freeze this winter? Some countries in Europe are thinking those thoughts right now. What if somebody declared war on us? What if we run out of money? What if this? What if that? All based on identifying with the little human self. At this moment on earth, you are one expressing through billions. It is time to begin identifying with your true self, which is beyond time and space. It is infinite. It is omnipresent, everywhere present. You are a child of God. You are the offspring of the creator of everything. And therefore, you are unlimited. You are infinite in your abilities, in your scope of awareness, and of all you can do, be, and have. You're here to expand on your own awareness to become aware of your infinite possibilities of expression. So good. I mean, it's a little deep for where we usually go on the podcast, but
depends on the day. But
yeah,
yes.
it depends on the day. But I love that it's telling us that we're not thinking to our potential, that we have so much more out there that we can do.
Right. And think about this. There are people that can do things that are beyond your wildest scope of what's possible for you. But you are the same as them. There's no difference between you and them besides
Right.
what you believe is possible.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, if there's something that you really want to learn to do or become, you can do it. You see other people doing it.
Right.
You know it's possible.
Yeah.
But what you need to believe and know is that it's possible also for you in your own unique way. And it might be the same way as that other person, or it might be something with a slight unique twist to it that's even more amazing to yourself. You never know what's possible.
Right.
And think about this. So he talked about how our perception is within a very narrow band of light and audio. And there's so much information and so many things going on that we are not even aware of that exist, And so think about that. It's like, okay, there's like these huge bands of audio, these huge bands of light, these huge swaths of dimensional space and time that we're not even aware of that are happening. Things are happening around us all the time that we're not aware of because we can only perceive a certain amount, like a radio signal. We're only receiving like, FM 96.7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's all these other bandwidths, all these other things happening. And so the possibilities for us as vibrational beings are completely endless. And we can express through a huge range of things that we don't even know currently exist, and think about how much powerful energy is within that. And so it's amazing when you begin to go down that rabbit hole just a little touch.
Yeah.
How much you realize is possible and is beyond anything that you ever knew existed before. And so think about that. It's like there's so much more. And also think about the potential. Think about like people that become, have a head injury and become savants. They become all of a sudden they just know how to play the piano and become amazing, beautiful pianists.
Yeah.
There's so much potential within ourselves, within our being. And that's not just our brains.
Right.
That came from their higher self, who they truly are. And so if you begin to tap into that potential of your spiritual being, the possibilities really are limitless.
Yeah.
Absolutely limitless.
It's really fun to go into a little deeper like we did right now, just to touch on and to go there in the future to expand that our bandwidth and our potential of where we can actually go, what we can actually do. And it's just fun to explore.
Right. And we're not even talking about quantum physics yet.
Right. Yeah.
I won't. I won't. I mean, I've only done it once or twice. So
someday we will.
Another time that we have other things to discuss today. Like standing in your power. How about that? One of the ways to get in touch with your powers is to live primarily from your heart and solar plexus and less from your head. Some of you have already learned to go from your head to your heart. We're suggesting that that's not the end of the story. The next step would be to go from your heart to your solar plexus, and then finding the right balance between there and your heart. And your solar plexus is the chakra. That's right where your stomach is, right?
Yeah.
Right in your belly.
And that is the chakra that I find doing energy work that needs the most work on almost everybody you work on.
True.
That's where we hold all our crap, all the grudges and anger and
anxiety.
All that stuff happens there. And that's why most people, or the majority, have digestive issues, because that affects every organ in that area. And there's a lot of things stuffed in that little space.
It's such an emotional spot.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. So, something to think about when you are having trouble believing what you can do, or, if you're angry or you're holding on to things, do some work on that chakra, and you can look that up and find tons of things on ways to work with your chakras. So
Perhaps a
good
chakra
thing.
class that Tracy
Yeah,
might give sometime in the future.
perhaps I love working in chakras.
Yes,
Yeah,
she knows
that's
a
my
lot
favorite
about
thing.
chakra.
Yeah. So anyway, side note.
Side note, just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Mm,
Your third eye, which is the chakra right in the middle of your forehead, right above your real eyes, your visible eyes, I should say. Your third eye is the center of wisdom. Your heart is the center of love and compassion, and your solar plexus is the center of power. And for me, I always think of that as the seat of your will.
that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Ideally, then, you want wisdom, love, and power to all work together in order to create with the most effectiveness in the world. If you all If all you do is come from your solar plexus, your power center, you become like a bulldozer running over people, or like a bull in a china shop, devoid of wisdom and love. Temper your power with love and care. Be compassionate toward other human beings. Tap into your own wisdom by considering the long-term consequences of your behaviors. Too few think, for example, of the long-term consequence of polluting your planet with plastic. Today, every life form on Earth is polluted by plastic to some degree. Fortunately, with wisdom and love, you're beginning to adapt. Otherwise, you as a species would have been extinct by this time. Look at the long term consequences of your actions. That's where the wisdom component comes in. Having love for all life forms will guide you. Then you will come into your true power in the solar plexus chakra. These are some of the steps to manifesting your power that will avoid the frequent scenario of things not turning out the way you planned. And one thing that I really like in here is thinking about tempering all things with love.
Mhm.
Because if you come from a place of love first, that
Yeah.
helps to guide you to the highest and best way to whatever it is that you're wanting to
Mhm.
bring into your life. And I
Right.
think that's a super important thing to consider.
It is. And when you look at life through the eyes of love and in everything you do, you're gonna come out in the highest and best way.
Mhm.
Even if you don't think that at the time, it's leading you to something better.
Right.
So it's a good way to live your life, coming from that standpoint instead of in that ego or in that solar plexus. So powerful. I mean, you want to have your power, but you don't want it to overtake everything else.
Right. You think about the best true leaders.
Mm-hmm.
They are people that are powerful and confident, but in a way that's also loving, compassionate, and understanding towards
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
Those people are charismatic and they attract other people because other people feel that love. They
Right.
feel that care. They feel that true sense of who they are as a being, and that's very attractive.
Yeah.
And so by balancing those three things, it really allows you
Mhm.
to be more of the full being of who you are,
Right.
who you truly are, and
Yeah.
to be a leader, whether it's in your own life or a leader for others, in a
Mhm.
way that is powerful yet
Humble.
humble and loving.
Mhm.
And that's the thing. That's a like a long term. You can do that long term.
Right.
With one or the other of any of those three, it's not as sustainable
Yeah.
because you're only
Yep.
using one part of yourself instead
Exactly.
of the whole.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowing the full expression of yourself with just one area.
Right. And another thing that people that come from love or all three of those top chakras, they are more more apt to help lift others than to put others down.
Exactly.
They don't want to be the top dog. They want everyone to live to their potential.
Yeah.
And to live to their truth and be their truth rather than being the almighty or the dictator or whatever it is.
Right.
They know how to calm their ego and balance that out, balance that power and love and all knowing all at once, and seeing the big picture is a really important place to come from when you're able to see that for yourself and for others.
Yeah.
It's really powerful in a good way,
Yeah. I'd say true power is uplifting yourself and others. Like you said, towards the highest potential of all of us as a group.
Yeah.
Both singularly and as a group.
Right. And we should, you have to work in your own life, your own little world, but we should always be conscious of what else is going on around us and try to help that energy too. When we work on a scale of in life and being an energy worker that we are, we always have the whole world in mind, not just ourselves, not just our clients.
Right.
We work in many ways that aren't even fathomable.
Yes, fathomable. That's word. It is a word.
Yeah. We are, I thought I was making up a word there. We're working on all levels.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't even realize that, but we are. And that's why when you come from a heart space with everything you do, people notice that about you, and you'll notice people saying, "Oh, I always feel good when I'm around her," or "I always feel good when I work with that person," or it's just a thing that you emanate when you are able to come from that space.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's charismatic.
Right.
People are attracted to that because that's something that they want too. They want to be uplifted.
Right.
They want to be in that positive energy.
Yeah.
They want to express more of the whole of themselves and come from that beautiful space of more of who they are.
Yeah.
So
it's really good. And we need more of that. We need more people to step up into that, into your own power and into your own true being of who you are, so that we can have a better world and live a more harmonious life.
Right, because powerlessness is what breeds fear.
Right.
And
That's
fear is what breeds
fear.
most of the most negative behaviors of humanity. And so, but when we feel powerful, when we know that we are the makers of our own providence, when we know that we can be, do, and have whatever it is that we want, and we begin moving into that and forward to that, begin to believe and know that for ourselves, that's when everything changes for people. Because it's like wherever you're at, wherever you're starting from, you don't have to stay there.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Right. Yeah.
There is no have to in this universe besides what you create for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I love that.
The thing is, a lot of people get beaten into believing that something is the only way that they can live, or the only place that they can be, or that they can never get out of this little box that was created for them. But you did not create that box.
Right.
That box is not you. That box is not your life. That box has nothing to do with who you are as the spiritual being that came here to live this life.
Yeah.
And you don't have to stay there.
No.
The only reason that you stay there is because you believe that that's all that there is for you. It's not true. It is not true.
No.
And, talk to other people that have gotten out of that same box as you.
Yeah.
And they'll begin to show you that it's possible. It's possible for all of us.
Yeah.
Every single one of us.
It really is. Yeah.
And I know that, and I believe that. And there's so much that I have seen and experienced, and I have, even just in my actual career, that I have, I've done everything from counseling, long-term homeless housing services, a whole huge gamut, and I've met people from
Mm-hmm.
all walks of life, from all
Yeah.
over the United States, all over the world. And let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
that from wherever you're starting, the possibilities for you, no matter who you are, where you're at, they are
Yeah.
limitless. They are endless.
Yeah.
And you are a powerful being.
Yeah.
And it's just your need to remember that that will begin to bring you forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And one of the biggest joys is to see somebody do that. See somebody come out of their old beliefs where they feel like they can't do any better for themselves, or do what they think is the impossible, and they break through that. It is so cool to see that happen for somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, my brain is just like thinking of all of these people
Right.
and all of these things that that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Mhm.
just like, I want people to know
Yeah.
that they are
Yeah.
powerful creators.
And some people don't know that. If you have been in this little box forever and you don't, you've been pounded down so many times, you sometimes it's hard to see beyond that box.
Mhm.
But we are here to tell you that we've broken through what our box that we had,
Box after box after
yeah,
box.
and it's a continuing journey. I mean, that's what is so fun about life, is that you can have so many different experiences and break through so many things as you go, that why wouldn't you want to be a lifelong learner of things like this,
Right.
it's so cool.
Right. It is amazing. It's like,
Yeah.
I wish I could tell some stories, but I don't have permission to tell those stories right
Right.
now. So
Yeah.
like, oh, I just
Yeah.
want to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we have a chance to write some things down in a way that we don't have to say names or say the things, then we can do that. But
Yeah.
on the off the cuff, it's
Off the
hard.
cuff, I gotta be careful.
Right.
So, kind to the wonderful and lovely
Yeah.
people that have allowed me to be a part of their lives,
Right. Yep. Yeah. So awesome.
That's amazing. You know what? There's so much good in this book.
Yeah, we might have to keep going next time.
Yeah. I think the
Or
one
do
last
we
thing
want to do that one?
that goes along with what we're saying, and then we promise it will be done. Maybe.
Sometimes
Perhaps.
it's hard to stop when we
It
get
is hard
going.
to stop
Yeah,
because
it's good.
this is such an exciting topic for us.
Mhm.
But this next section is called The Power of Rising Vibrations.
And this is probably deeper than what we normally talk about, but we are always talking about raising your vibration and
Yes.
going up that emotional guidance scale and getting rid of, don't stay on the low levels of those emotions, always achieving to reach a higher vibration
Right.
and never bringing anyone down with, if you are at a lower vibration, always reach up to go higher.
We're always reaching up the
Yeah.
emotional guidance scale. And that's
Yeah.
what raising your vibration is. Going up the emotional guidance scale shows you that you're moving your vibration up as well.
Right.
And the vibration that will match the things that are coming to, that you want to come to you. Okay.
Good.
So this is law of attraction, friends. Shocker, right? It's not like we talk about that at all.
Yeah.
Let's now compare individual will and collective will. Let's say you're in a room with 100 people and you believe in peace, but the other 99 people believe in war. Your thoughts of peace will have a very strong impact on you, and they may influence many of the people in the room. But if all other things are equal, you're likely to have an inclination for war in that room of 100 people. Rarely, however, are all other things equal. Obviously, some of you have developed your power more than others, and this is where raising your vibration comes in. Raising your vibration in consciousness as well as in your physical form. One of the best ways to do this is to be around other high vibrational souls. Maybe spending time with teachers, yogis, sages, mystics, and people that perhaps have been working on themselves longer than you have. You can go to an ashram in India, watch a video of a Western teacher, or attend events such as this one, where there's 6 different teachers, each one with a slightly different viewpoint or a different angle on reality. Then you can synthesize the very best of each into your own internal wisdom, aligning with those parts that are beneficial to your soul growth, happiness, and well being. So, one thing that he's kind of talking about is in a group of people, if all energy within each of those people is equal, you will be pulled energetically toward the group thought, the group feeling.
Yeah.
And so, whether that's a positive or a less positive vibration, it will affect your vibration, pulling you toward whatever that is.
Yeah.
But knowing that not every single person is in their power and their vibration equally. Some might be leaning slightly in one way, some might be leaning all the way in one way, some might be, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some people might not be standing in their power. And so there is an imbalance in there. And so it's about how powerful am I in my vibration? How strong am I in that vibration? And that might attract others toward where you're at. Like you said, when we always reach up, right? So maybe you are what others can reach up to. That's uplifting, right?
Yeah.
Rather than being dragged down.
Perfect.
As you raise your vibration, you become more and more powerful and able to influence more and more people in the world, like I was just talking about. Now, if you were to enter that same room of 100 people as a more powerful being, believing in peace, and then 99 others believing in war, that have not done the work on themselves, maybe just following mainstream media who is beating the drums of aggression and galvanizing people to be opposed to the evil in the world, your silent influence would dramatically increase. Pretty soon, even though you're 1 out of 100, you'd have a disproportionate share of the creative power capable of neutralizing the energies of everyone else around you. Suddenly.
I love that. I love that. And I've seen it happen.
Yes.
Coming into a room that's all negative energy, and if you are not negative, you can influence that energy just by being you. If you're coming from a love space.
Yeah.
And it is so cool to do and to see it happen.
It is. And it's interesting, when you're feeling good and you're happy and you walk into a space, pay attention to what happens when you walk into that space.
Right.
If you are strong in your vibration, when you walk into a space, people will look up at you. They'll notice you.
Yeah.
Just because you walked into that room, and that doesn't happen with everybody. And, a lot of times when I walk into somewhere, people look up at me and smile, and I'll smile back.
Yeah.
And that's showing you where you are vibrationally by other people mirroring where you're at.
Yeah.
And that shows how, are you in your power? Are you not in your power? Are you standing in who you are and love and wisdom and your own personal will, or are you not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good point, Tracy.
Yeah. I love it.
You can influence an entire room.
Absolutely.
In complete silence.
Yeah.
It can be really amazing. It's kind of fun to experiment with too.
It is.
I'll be honest that sometimes I do. But not like not like a manipulative way, but in a way of just, it feels really kind of negative in here, and I'll begin to switch up the energy because if I have to be in that space, I want it to feel good.
I've done it in workplaces
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Because I don't want to hate my work. I don't want to hate the place that I work and being crabby all the time. I want to work with fun people. And when you know that those people around you are good people and are they can have fun and can be happier, it's easy to raise that vibration of the whole place.
Yeah.
And fun to do.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I started at my workplace, it was not always a fun place to work.
Mm-hmm.
Every day we look forward to coming to work and seeing each other.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of this type of thing.
Right.
Is like it
Yeah.
didn't start that way.
Yeah.
But one by one, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop. And we just all are like, I just want to come to work to see you guys. I just want to come to work to enjoy the time together. I just want
Right.
to come to work with the children. I just
Yeah.
want to, I enjoy being there.
Right.
And we all do as a group.
Yeah.
Because we fostered that environment with our own personal energies.
Right.
That's the place we wanted, and we created it
Yeah.
together.
And pretty soon it doesn't feel like work at all.
Yeah.
It's a fun place to be.
Like here.
Yeah.
You and I created that
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
When people come in here, they go, oh, it feels so nice in here.
So good in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we work on that. Yeah.
Because that's what we want too. That's what
Yeah.
we created together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so fun.
It is so fun.
Yeah.
Like our podcast doesn't work.
Right.
We do it because it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. We do.
We do. We do. Ooh, okay. So suddenly the score would be even. Now the war and peace equation is balanced, even though there's only one of you that believes in peace. You will have become almost 100 times more powerful than those who believe in fear, war, and negativity. Raising your own vibration is the best way to influence this world, which is as simple as working on yourself to tap into your own power. Combined with the compounding effect of your positive influence on the collective beliefs of others, you'll realize you can exponentially offset some of the negative beliefs on this planet. Come together with like-minded people who are also working on themselves, and you'll become a powerful force for good in the world. 10 of you will have the power of 1,000. 10,000 will have the power of 1 million. 10 million will have the power of 1 billion. This is how it happens. This is how a planet shifts into higher frequencies.
Good. So good. So now we hope that you will go about your business and bring that high energy with you.
Yeah.
And start noticing how people shift around you, how your work shifts around you, how everywhere you go, people are smiling at you and, being more courteous, being more happy. It's just such a better way to live and to exist.
Right.
It's
so
really
think
good.
about, what energy do I want to bring with me today?
Mm-hmm.
What energy do I want to be putting out there? What energy do I want to put out? What energy do I want to come back to me? What do I want that to be like? What do I want it to feel like? What am I bringing today? What am I bringing to the table today?
Right.
Because that matters every single day.
It sure does.
And so consider that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
Yeah.
One of life's most important questions.
Yeah. Yeah. One that you should think about a lot. What do you want?
Right. What energy am I bringing into my day? What energy am I sending out to others? What energy am I putting into what I'm going to do today?
Right. And it's like we've talked about for quite a few weeks now is, living your life on purpose, being in that purpose and continuing to put that purpose out there. How do you want to live? What do you want your life to look like? How do you want to feel every day?
Mm-hmm.
Think about those things and not the superficial crap out there.
Right. So think about this. Consider this week. If it is true that I have limitless potential in my life, what do I want?
Yeah.
What would I want? What do I want it to look like? What do I want to feel like?
Right.
If that were true, if that is my truth, what does that look like for me?
Yeah.
I want you to think bigger than you ever thought before.
Yeah.
So let's do that this week. Let's think big. Let's think bigger than we've ever thought before. Yeah. And remember that we are limitless, that our potential is limitless, and we are powerful beings who came here to create amazing, beautiful, wonderful lives. And if you don't know what that looks like yet for you, just begin to move forward into it.
Right. Start dreaming about it. Start thinking about, oh, what would I like to do? What are some things I want to do? Summer's coming. Think about, what do you want to do this summer? What fun things can you pick out that you want to achieve, or that you want to go see, or that you want to do,
And dream past what you think is possible.
Yeah.
Past what you
always
think
go
is
one step further and see. You'll be surprised how fun it is and what you can achieve.
Right. They do say if you shoot for the stars, you can land on the moon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And there's people going to the moon right now.
They are.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
So good. So, Carissa, what do you have coming up? You're busy.
Yeah. April is a fantastic month for me. So I have this weekend, which is April 11th. Yes, April 11th. 2026, I have the Bismarck Expo with Soul Spirit Expo. So I'm going to come see my Bismarck friends. I can't wait to see you guys. I'm so excited. And then the following week, I'm doing finally my Reiki 2 class, which had to postpone again due to weather. So if you're still interested in Reiki 2 and you're in the area, please feel free to hit me up, because another student is always fun.
Yeah.
And then the weekend after that is the Fargo Souls of Spirit Expo. So Fargo friends, local friends, I'm coming at you. I mean, you can find me, obviously at SoulSpace. But if you want to come see me at the expo, we're going to have a ton of fun.
Right.
I'm going to be hanging out with my mom. Cool. So you get to meet her. So come see us. And that's what I have going on this month so far.
Yep.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And if you want to see what else I'm doing,
find you?
Yeah. If you want to see what else I'm doing as I, dream it up, you can find me on Facebook at Light of Hope Healing. You can also find us together on Facebook at Our Soul Space.
Yep.
You can find us on YouTube here at SoulSpace Podcast.
Yeah.
And then you can find me on my Square site, which you can also find by clicking the link on my Facebook page, which it's light-of-hope-healing.square.site. Light of Hope Healing is with just dashes in between it, .square.site. Look me up. That's where you can buy some stuff too, and where my classes are posted and things so that you can purchase tickets. Tracy, what do you have coming up?
I have an artistic alchemy class coming, or workshop coming on Monday.
Awesome.
About letting go. It's going to be fun. It's one of my favorite ones.
Those ones are great. They really are. Like, you have a little bit of trepidation because you're like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, you're just having so much fun.
Yeah, that one's going to be fun. And then that's all I have on my schedule right now. But you can find me at inspiredsignals.com or Facebook or Instagram at Inspired Signals and at Inspired Signals Studio. And that's all I'll say for now.
Okay.
I have some fun stuff coming up.
I'm so excited.
Kind of on the studio side, but I'm making a fun line of shirts.
Ooh.
Snarky shirts.
Yes.
So they're gonna be fun.
We do like snarky
I know.
here at SoulSpace.
Yeah. These are gonna be pretty snarky.
All right. Well, fun. When you start to have them out there for sale, you have to bring and show them on the podcast so people can see them.
I can do that. They're kind of rated R, some of them, but
bring one that we can show on our podcast.
Yeah.
And we won't get banned on YouTube.
I mean, they swear on YouTube. We can do it. Yeah. And some of them aren't as bad as others.
Right. Just bring one that's like fun and sarcastic that you can kind of give an idea.
Right.
And then people can follow the link to see the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. They're good. So that's about it for now. Awesome. We will see you next time.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.